While you were searching Vosga Shrine, Gabrielle told me of your communication with Vanus Galerian. Soul Reapers feeding the Writhing Wall? A new plane meld? The situation on Solstice is worse than I thought, but I might have an idea. Thanks to you, we now have something Wormblood wants, the Gift of Death. As long as we hold it, his plans remain unfulfilled. Returning Manamarco to life, expanding the Writhing Wall, whatever he needs it for. That gives us a degree of influence. Wormblood needs the gift, and we have it. We can use that to lead him to a spot of our choosing. This provides us one advantage. An advantage I believe we must seize with all due haste. Will you help me turn the Gift of Death against the Worm Cult? We have the relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Manamarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
Smash the damn thing. We got no use for it.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our struggle.
A key. Let me see that. Aha! Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Corelanya Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first arrived on Solstice. Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient high elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there. I think you'd better look into it. I don't know, but I think we need to find out. Here, take the key and investigate Corelanya Crypt. Find out why Wormblood was interested in the place. In the meantime, I'll study the Gift of Death and see what I can learn about it. Corelanya Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And be careful, friend. The ancient Corelanyas were necromancers too. The worm cult might not be the only danger in that tomb. Necromancers are always interested in the dead, friend. But Wormblood's orders to Farinor mentioned that he was looking for the Gift of Death's location. My guess is that he went to Corelanya Crypt in search of information. Possibly, but the place could still be dangerous. You might run into spirits disturbed by worm cult activity. Some necromancers take care not to anger the dead with their rituals. Not the worm cult.
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find there. I heard. Gabrielle volunteered me to go poke around in some dusty old tomb. Let's get it over with. If luck turns our way, maybe we'll find some hint about the worm cult's next move. Whatever it turns out to be.
Go investigate the crypt, my friend. I'll stay here and keep watch in case Wormblood comes looking for his prize.
I will guard Gabrielle and the Gift of Death. If Wormblood tries to take it from us, he'll get nothing but my blade. Watch yourself in Corelanya Crypt, my friend. I wish you did not have to venture into such a place. My people hold a deep reverence for the dead. Necromancy that desecrates our ancestors is abhorrent. Yet even so, many Red Guards would rather be cut down by what a necromancer summons than raise a hand against the sacred dead. I reserve my hatred for the necromancers who force me to do the unthinkable. The dead enslaved in their own remains? I have only pity for them. And I console myself with the thought that I am not fighting my own ancestors. I will guard Gabrielle and the Gift of Death. If Wormblood tries to take it from us, he'll get nothing but my blade.
ocean lift us high, raise the dead and conquer distant lands, and by mer and man both fear. We are house Corelanya, once mighty and unkind.
Ready to ride.
Crescent aura my tusk. Shoulder crescent.
Hey now, I haven't gone in yet, but it looks
Never
like
a
someone's
dull
been
moment.
here. I hate crypts. Why is it I always have to go into one for some tusking reason or another? Smashing skulls, screaming back at wraiths. Can't stand it. The dead ought to stay dead. Some faint boot prints on the steps of the mausoleum. Scuff marks, too. That door's been opened recently. Of course, I guess we knew that already since Wormblood had the key in his pocket. Your guess is as good as mine. But even if they aren't, they might have riled up the dead in this place. When you've been in as many crypts and tombs as I have, you get a feel for that sort of thing. Well, no point putting it off. Come on, let's get this over with.
You're going to regret this.
sure build fancy tombs.
Can't think of anyone more deserving.
Downstairs, pal. Think we found something. And it don't look good.
Be gone! I have nothing more to say to you, necromancer.
Someone in that tomb's been talking to Wormblood. Disable that barrier and we might learn something. Careful there. They weren't fooling around.
I am here, curse you! What else do you... Wait... You are not Wormblood. Who are you? Is this some new ruse? A trick to win my confidence after Wormblood drew my soul from the afterlife and compelled me to speak? I will tell you no more than I told your master. Unless... wait... You are no follower of the Black Worm. Yes, he bound me with this crystal and tormented me, questioning me about the location of a relic from ancient times. Glorious times. The gift of death. Stolen long ago, yet I found it. Alas, Wormblood wrested the secret from me. The gift of death can recall to life any departed soul, at the cost of a willing sacrifice. A life for a life. Whom Wormblood would bring back or sacrifice, I do not know. But the gift is also the key to great power. There is a secret place in Eastern Solstice. Wormblood found it and draws upon its power. That is why his necromancy is so strong. Yet with the gift of death, he could unlock its full might. Now, I must ask a favor of you. You make a good point. Very well. It is called Mor Naril, an ancient temple Molag Bal's servants built to harvest souls departing the mortal plane. The forces of light defeated Mor Naril and silenced its heart, but the gift could wake it. Wormblood left a focus in this chamber, the Ghost-Weld crystal before you. It pins me in this plane, and allowed him to project himself here when he wished to question me. Take it with you when you go, and I will be free! The gift is ancient beyond reckoning. When my ancestors ruled in Hammerfell, their explorers found it hidden in Solstice's Daedric ruins. It became an heirloom of House Corelanya, a mighty relic that could bestow a life for a life. Someone willing. My ancestors found that threats or compulsion did not work. Yet there was a cost. The soul sacrificed with the gift was simply gone. Trapped in the relic, banished to some gray void, or destroyed entirely. No one could say. When my people turned on their kinlord, they hid the gift. They could not trust themselves to leave it buried, so they asked the Argonian death dancers to hide it. I only learned where after decades of searching. I died before I could retrieve it. My time was long ago. I was cousin to both the last kinlord of House Corelanya and the upstart who deposed him. Kinlord Istamil revived the ways of our ancestors in Hammerfell to maintain power. But Vinutilmo feared our own heritage. Our people had all but forgotten our gift for necromancy. Istamil reforged the ancient pacts with our Daedric patrons and revived the practice. Yet some of our own kin resisted the Kinlord's commands. All Solstice was divided. I served as advisor to the Kinlord, but Vinutilmo was victorious. After Istamil's fall, our people turned from the old ways. I was forced into hiding, and spent the rest of my days seeking a way to reverse our loss. Such as the gift of death. The gift is ancient beyond reckoning. When my ancestors ruled in Hammerfell, their explorers found it hidden in Solstice's Daedric ruins. It became an heirloom of House Corelanya, a mighty relic that could bestow a life for a life. Peace once again.
Gabrielle's going to want to see that crystal. She's probably holed up in the Regent's study with the gift of death.
Let's ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the result of your own impatience, Vanessa.
And may Azura's love protect us in these dangerous times.
There you are. Scordo told me a little about the crypt. Let's compare notes. I examined the Gift of Death, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. It's Daedric in origin, that much is clear. Now what exactly did you learn in the crypt? I suspected something like that. No Daedric gift comes without a price. Given the Worm Cult's efforts to bring Mannimarco's remains here to Solstice, I think we know whom they intend to bring back. What else did you learn? That explains much. Why the Worm Cult came to Solstice, where the Reapers send stolen souls, how they raised the Writhing Wall, sever that connection, and we can defeat Wormblood. The blessed bell we found at Meridia's temple could do it. By sending him to the Colored Rooms, Wormblood would be vulnerable in Meridia's realm. Prince Azah suggested using the Gift of Death as bait. Now I know where we need Wormblood to be. The old temple courtyard. But how do we reach him? Perfect. I can reverse the connection to summon his projection. Place the crystal over there. We need a plausible bargain. Offer Wormblood the Gift of Death for Vanus Galerian. Insist on meeting in the temple courtyard for the exchange.
I hoped the gift might serve as bait. I just wasn't sure what kind of trap we needed. Go on, comrade.
Place your crystal there.
I wish we could simply challenge our foe to meet us in an honorable fight, but that is not the Worm Cult's way. We must be as clever as they are ruthless. Summon Wormblood, my friend.
You again? This is an unwelcome surprise.
Dug your way out? Pity. This one hoped you were still squashed under a building.
Charming. What can I do for the so-called Stirk Fellowship? I left that projection crystal in a Corelanya Crypt. A mistake, perhaps. No doubt Arvoril told you about our conversations. And the Gift of Death. So why have you summoned me? I see little point in bargaining. You know my power. It is only a matter of time before I take the Gift of Death. But I'll play along. What do you expect me to offer in trade? Ignorant simpleton! I doubt that you could. Yet the attempt might inconvenience me. Very well. Bring the Gift of Death to the Writhing Wall. My servants will bring you across. I will be waiting for you with Vanus Galerian. I have no reason to trust you either. Clearly you have some trickery in mind. It will not avail you. Bring the gift to the old temple then, and know that if you deal falsely with me, my forces will slaughter everyone in Sunport. It is arranged. Do not keep me waiting.
We won't. Well done, friend. That was rather exhausting. Anyway, nicely done. I wasn't sure Wormblood would agree to meet on our terms, but you convinced him. You should head to Broken Light Courtyard. I'll finalize plans with Prince Azah and meet you there. We'll gather all the forces we can, but we must make haste. We have to set our trap and conceal it before Wormblood arrives. He will certainly be on his guard, which means you must be ready for a fight.
Raz will meet you in the temple courtyard. Do not fear, he will not be late. He has unfinished business with Wormblood.
Aid me, Lady Meridia. Help me find what I seek.
Nothing here. I need to get inside. Traveler, please, join my sacred mission.
Who's next?
We're almost ready, friend. Prince Azah will tell you how you can help.
Stop fussing over the bells, Gordo.
Any sign of Wormblood yet? No? I suspect he is not far off. Let us hope he does not detect Gabrielle's preparations. Which reminds me, you have a special place in our plan. You're the linchpin of our plan. We restored the temple bell and put it in place above the gate. Strike it at the right moment, and it will create a powerful pulse of Meridia's light. Gabrielle will use that to trap Wormblood. Strike the bell when Gabrielle begins to cast. That will send the courtyard and everyone in it to the colored rooms. We must protect each other in there. I'll guard Gabrielle. Speak with the representatives and choose one to team up with. There is a mallet on the landing above. Choose a champion to stand with you and take it when you get into position. If Wormblood surprises us with some unexpected trick, you may need a stout comrade at your side. Gabrielle tells me you found her in this courtyard when you first arrived in Solstice. Vanus' Galerian staff drew her to this old temple. It reminded her that Meridia could be a powerful ally against the Worm Cult. An old scroll described how Meridia's followers used the bell to visit the colored rooms. Striking the bell opens the way to Meridia's realm. Gabrielle will modify that, however. When you ring the bell, her spell will give Wormblood a push. Gabrielle believes Meridia's influence will prevent that. It is easier to get into a Daedric prince's realm than it is to leave, especially against her will. But we should act swiftly once we spring our trap. We don't want him to escape. Only as bait, comrade. I would have preferred not to bring the gift of death at all. No reason to let Wormblood get close to it. But he may have a way to sense whether we brought it, so Gabrielle has the gift with her.
This one has seen that you need a little help in a fight, Five Claw. Still, we make a good team. Raz would be happy to help you kill Wormblood. Again. This time for good, yes? Is that really that tough a decision, Five Claw? Raz is Raz. The sparkle of Queen Irene's eye and the most adored agent of the Dominion. Let Raz distract and annoy Wormblood, while you sneak up close and land the killing blow.
Can't believe I'm doing this again. What am I thinking? Strolling into some Daedric realm to chase damned necromancers. Well, here's hoping the colored room's is nicer than Cold Harbor. Hated that place. Not a bad idea. You know what I can do, and I've been through this sort of thing before. The most important thing is to know you've got someone to guard your back. Stick together. That's how we get through this.
I heard Prince Azah suggest pairing up. There is wisdom in his words. I have some talent with both fire magic and healing spells. I suspect both may be useful in the trials ahead. I am ready to do my part, whatever it may be. This is not the first time I have traveled to a Daedric realm for a fight. The worm cult is a blight that must be burned out, root and branch. I will not spare the flame. And why would I not want to partner with you, my friend? Though I should warn you, I am very competitive. I will not go easy on the enemy simply to protect your feelings. If you desire my staff at your side, I am ready to join you. It is settled then. I am ready when you are, my friend.
I'm ready. Get into position, friend. Wormblood should arrive at any moment.
I am here, and I brought Galerian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement if you hand over the gift of death.
I'll get it for you. Right now!
Colored runes. It worked!
Scattering us. Keep going. Find Wormblood.
What trickery is this? Order of the Black Worm, to arms!
Listen, Wormblood is here! The plan worked. Now we just need to find Wormblood. A flesh Atronach? Farinor's work, to be sure.
And down they go.
This day, Manimarco, the Worm King, returns.
Is anyone here? Gabrielle?
Up by that wall, it's Vanus Galerian.
Gabrielle? Where are you?
Vanus, we're here. You're safe now. You're not Vanus.
So easily fooled. A poison blade for you, dear Gabrielle. I'll take the gift of death now.
No, traitor. You won't! Azah.
Gabrielle! No!
Friend, I'm dying. I need you to do as I ask. Use the gift of death on me. We need to make sure Wormblood can't use it. This isn't the way I hoped things would go. Farinor's blade saw to that. But we have one more chance to defeat Wormblood. Stop him from bringing back Manimarco. You have to use the gift of death. On me. No time. We know the gift of death requires a willing sacrifice. A soul for a soul. I'm willing. Hurry, friend. This is the only way to deny Wormblood the gift of death. If we do nothing, I die here anyway. And Wormblood uses the gift to bring back the Worm King. We can't allow Manimarco to gain the power the Worm Cult commands on Solstice. Please, friend. I need you to do as I ask.
What have those fools done to the gift? Continue the ritual.
Very. They need you.
Gabrielle? Wait, Gabrielle? Gabrielle sacrificed herself for me? Wait, this relic. It's a Light of Meridia.
No! The gift is mine! Rise, Lord Manimarco! Rise!
Worm cult? That's why Gabrielle called me back. All right, grab the light. Meridia, lend me your strength. You owe me. The ritual has reached a crucial stage. Make sure I am
stronger
not
already.
interrupted. Wait, I am not the vessel. No!
Your body is mine now, Wormblood. Manimarco lives.
Come on, let's stop this bastard. Again.
Farinor, protect me while I restore my power. These reapers should serve.
You fools! King of Worms is back! You've already lost!
Farinor has fallen.
Always
No
finding
matter.
improvement.
My strength returns.
Relic, the Light of Meridia.
What have you done?
Meridia's champion has put an end to this madness.
But you deny Mon Marco at your own peril. When next we meet, you will pay for every insult, past and present.
Now, can someone tell me what exactly is going on here?
Darien Gautier?
I had a feeling those necromantic devices couldn't stand up to a Light of Meridia. What did Mannimarco call them? Soul Reapers? Anyway, bet you're surprised to see me. Guess I am too. Gabrielle was here, but she's gone. What's going on? I don't understand. I was Meridia's weapon. Spent my life fighting Molag Bal and the Worm Cult. I'd gladly do it again. But I never would have wanted Gabrielle to give up her life for mine. Why did she do this? I see. That sounds like something Gabrielle would do. The gift of death. It was a corrupted light of Meridia. When you called upon it here in this realm, you purified it, restored it to its true form. But what was that about Wormblood? That's why he took off. Without his own body, Mannimarco will need time to restore himself to his full power. But if he has more of those Soul Reapers, he won't have any shortage of power to pull from. At least we have a restored Light of Meridia. I just knew. Here, I'll carry the light. Meridia and her gifts can be dangerous. Mannimarco's spirit possessed that cultist, so I know we've got problems. If Gabrielle wanted me to help, I'm in. Let's get out of here. It isn't as safe as you think.
Vanus Galerian staff is safe with me. I did not think we should leave it behind. I will open a portal back to Sunport.
For the light, Sir Darien. Gabrielle left notes that may prove useful. Murmel is working on them now.
Brave Gabrielle. May her toes be forever warmed by the golden sands.
Over here, comrade. We have much to discuss. Even though Mannimarco has returned and escaped in the body of Wormblood, I consider this a victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice denied him the gift of death, and gave us a weapon against the writhing wall. And we should remember that help is on the way. We were but a vanguard. Our soldiers held the line and prepared the way for a mightier army to come. The forces of the three alliances. The representatives all agreed that the threat is indeed dire and sent word to their leaders to send troops. As soon as the ships carrying them sail from Tamriel, yet numbers are but one step to our victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice brought us a powerful ally in Darien Gautier and the Light of Meridia, a mighty weapon against the Worm Cult's darkness. You saw what the Light did to the Cult's Soul Reapers. It freed the stolen soul energy in the blink of an eye and shattered the devices. Manamarco was forced to retreat. The Writhing Wall consists of soul energy too, so our next step is clear. We must try. Vanus Galerian, the Worm Cult's new plane meld, Manamarco himself, they are on the other side of the wall. You and Gabrielle gave us a way to breach it. All that remains is to make ready our assault. Thank you, my friend. This is the day we've been working toward, my friend. With reinforcements from the three alliances here on Solstice, the Sturk Fellowship is now an army. It's time to destroy the Writhing Wall and put an end to the Worm Cult schemes. We know the Light of Meridia can disrupt the necrotic energy in Worm Cult Soul Reapers. Well, the Writhing Wall is nothing but necrotic energy. Our Sunport allies designed a lens to focus the light on the wall, but they worry it might not be enough. The Worm Cult can reinforce the wall, shore up weak points. They did it when Vanus tried to contact us. So check on the progress of the Meridian lens. Speak with Mermal. To defeat the cult, the Writhing Wall must fall. Will you help us, comrade? You'll find the camp just south of Sunport. Mermal is supervising the deployment of the Meridian lens atop the old stone plinth in the center of the camp. He can use your help. As I understand it, a Light of Meridia is a relic imbued with the power of Meridia, Daedric Prince of Light. They are potent weapons against darkness and necromancy. But for ages, the light we now hold was known as the Gift of Death. Gabrielle suspected that some terrible power tainted a Light of Meridia, twisted its purpose so that it could restore life only at the cost of a willing sacrifice. When Gabrielle called back Darien in the colored rooms, this light was restored. My guess is that Meridia herself restored the light, since Gabrielle was in Meridia's realm when she gave up her life. Or perhaps it was the choice to bring back Darien Gautier. As Meridia's golden knight, he embodies a Light of Meridia too. We thought so at first, but in setting up the Meridian lens to attack the Writhing Wall, our mages discerned a hidden power source. The wall is continuously regenerated from somewhere, and there are important tasks that can advance our assault. Some of our mages believe that if we cause enough damage to the Writhing Wall, we may open a path to whatever sustains it. You should speak with Scordo the Knife about that. I asked him to coordinate those efforts. Our campaign here involves a physical siege as well as a magical one. Scordo the Knife is coordinating our main effort, but around the camp, you can find other Fellowship leaders with specific missions. Help them, and you will speed our efforts. Have we not made that clear? We came to Solstice to defeat the Worm Cult. We thought the cult was gone, but they returned under a new leader, Wormblood. They launched surprise attacks across Tamriel that left many of our comrades and others dead. He hoped to decapitate the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild. Guildmaster Merrick, my friend and mentor, was killed, and the Worm Cult captured the Archmage, Vanus Galerian. But Vanus was able to warn us that the cult was hiding on Solstice. We found an island besieged by the Worm Cult, cut in half by the Writhing Wall. They secretly retrieved the body of Manamarco, the Worm King, from its resting place. Wormblood planned to use the relic known as the Gift of Death to resurrect him. Gabrielle sacrificed herself to stop him from using the Gift of Death, so Manamarco's spirit possessed Wormblood instead. Now the Worm King is back, and they're carrying out a new plane meld. We need to get through that wall and stop them.
You and Prince Azah have proven yourselves friends to the people of Solstice. Gabrielle Benele, too. While I grieve for her loss, her study of the gift of death may yet save many lives. Gabrielle and Mermal consulted old tomes in the palace library and examined the relic before you left for Broken Light Temple. I think she suspected the relic concealed a Light of Meridia, a blessing from the Bright Lady in our hour of need. Meridia is one of the 3 queens my people revere. I believe she meant for her light to find its way to us, both in the form of her ancient relic and in the form of her golden knight. It means we will not face the coming battles alone. That was Mid-Conjurer Mermal's work, not my own. I studied arcane matters as part of my education, but I rarely find the opportunity to practice. Mermal may be young, but he is already an accomplished mage and scholar. Gabrielle suggested the project to him after you found the gift of death. Perhaps she had an inkling about its true nature. Mermal spent long hours studying tomes in the library. His lens is a reimagining of an old design, not a new one. Gabrielle and Mermal consulted old tomes in the palace library and examined the relic before you left for Broken Light Temple. I think she suspected the relic concealed a Light of Meridia, a blessing from the Bright Lady in our hour of need.
This one finds it ironic that Wormblood's greed for the gift of death led to his undoing, and Farinor's as well. A bitter consolation prize, perhaps. Yet, it is proof the worm cult can be beaten. But not the way they had planned. Mannimarco isn't in his own body. He was forced to possess his underling, Wormblood. Raz assumes this means Mannimarco is disoriented, unable to call upon his full power. We must use this time to our advantage, yes? His body lives, perhaps, but what remains of his soul? Did Mannimarco extinguish it when he seized control of Wormblood? Or was it cast out to go where souls such as his go? In either case, Raz thinks Wormblood is no more. Such is the life of an Eye of the Queen. Razumdar goes to places Queen Irene cannot go, and speaks with people she cannot talk to, so that she can make good decisions. In truth, Skordo and Walks in Ash did not need much convincing. Raz saw everything he needed to see when the worm cult attacked Sunport. We defeated them that time. But what will stop the cult from carrying out such attacks in Alinor or Eldenroot? The Dominion cannot allow them a refuge in Solstice.
Sometimes victory or defeat is not easy to discern. Mannimarco's return was the one thing we needed to stop at any cost. Still, I have hope. Perhaps Mannimarco does not know as much as he thinks he does. If Mannimarco has been in Cold Harbor since the fight at Sancretor, then I doubt he knows much about Darien Gautier, or what Darien can do with the Light of Meridia. Which brings up the question of the gift of death. The spirit you met in Corelanya Crypt said Wormblood needed the gift of death to gain full control over his source of power. But it is a Light of Meridia again. That means full control over this power source may not be possible, even for Mannimarco. I am not sure. Mannimarco is brilliant. If there is another way to harness this power source, I fear he will find it. But I imagine things will be harder for him without the relic. At the very least, perhaps you have bought us some time. As formidable as Mannimarco is, he was dead until quite recently. I imagine he is questioning his followers about Wormblood's plans, trying to catch up. He will want to quickly master this strange new situation he finds himself in. By reputation only. The only people who truly knew Manimarco were the 5 companions and Vanus Galerian, of course. If Manimarco is back, I cannot overstate how important it is to rescue our Archmage from the Worm Cult.